breath. Breath, the Hebrew word neshama, is formed by adding the letter H to the adopted root, nasham, which from the parent root, shem. This word is used in Genesis 2:7 and means breath. And the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground, and he blew in his nostrils the breath, neshima, of life, and the man became a living soul. While the Western mind simply sees breath as the exchange of air within the lungs, the ancient Hebrew mind understood the breath in an entirely different way, as can be seen in Job 32:8. The wind within man and the breath, neshima, of the Almighty teach them. Our Western understanding of the breath does not easily grasp the concept that a breath can teach. While our Western understanding can easily associate thoughts and emotions as the function of the mind, the Easterner sees the same function in the breath. The breath of both men and God has the ability to carry thought and emotion. Skies. Skies, the next word that we will examine, is the child root, shama, meaning heaven, sky, or the place of the winds. It is always used in the plural form, shamayim. In the beginning, God created the skies and the land. Genesis 1:1, the Hebrew mind sees neshama and shama as synonyms. The neshama is the breath wind of a man, and the shama is the breath wind of the skies. Just as we saw above, where the neshama can teach, so also the shamayim can also speak. The skies proclaim his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Psalms 97:6. Dry wind. Dry wind, the root word, shamam, is formed by doubling the second letter of the parent root. By adding the letter H to the end, the word shemama is formed. Both words mean desolate and are used in the following passage. Many shepherds will ruin my vineyards, they will trample my fields. They will turn the fields of my delight into a desert of desolation, and it will be made into desolation, parched and desolate, and before me all the land will be desolate, and because there is no man to care for it. Jeremiah 12:10-11. When the dry winds blow through the desert, any moisture in the ground or air is removed, causing the desert to become dry and parched. Shamam and Shemama are dry and desolate places formed by a dry wind. Another child root, Yasham, with the same meaning as Shamam, a dry, desolating wind, can be seen in the following verse. All your resting places of the cities will become dry, and the high places will be desolate. Ezekiel 6:6. Shem. Shem be gathering together all the words derived from the parent root, Shem, and looking for the common thread that each have in common, we can discover the original Hebraic meaning of the parent root. Each of the words has the basic meaning of a wind within them. Neshima is the wind or breath of man. Shemayim is the wind of the skies. Shamam, Shemema, and Yasham is the desolation caused by a dry wind. From this, we can conclude that the ancient Hebraic meaning of Shem is wind or breath. The name Shem of a man is his breath, which in the Hebraic Eastern mind is the essence or character of the individual. The actions of the individual will always be related to his character. From this we understand that the name Shem, the breath, is the place of origin of all the actions of the individual. The following are a few passages that demonstrate this Hebraic understanding of name Shem. O God, in your name Shem save me, and in your strength rescue me. Psalms 54:1. Vowels. The sacred name of the Most High has 4 vowels. In the Hebrew alphabet, the Yod, He, Waw, and He are all vowels. What constitutes a letter as a vowel is that when you make the sound of a letter, your tongue, teeth, or lips don't touch anything in your mouth or back of your throat. Foreigners outside the Israelite culture identify the Yod, He, Waw, He as consonants. However, the sacred name of the Most High are 4 vowels and isn't by coincidence.
You know that the consonants used in the spelling of the sacred name, Yahweh, are in fact the only consonants that, if correctly pronounced, do not allow you to use your tongue or close your lips. In fact, we know that the pronouncing of the sacred name was an attempt to imitate and replicate breath. That it was inhalation and exhalation.
Wow.
And then he began to do it into the microphone.
Watch this. That's crazy. Never thought about that.
And in a few minutes, tears started being audible in the room, in a room of PhDs. And it means, wonder of wonders, that the first word you ever spoke when you came out of your mother's womb was the name of God. And the last word you'll ever speak, you don't have to try to remember, do I want to say a prayer before I die? You're going to anyway. That last breath you take on your deathbed